Hi girls! So it's time for chapter 5 of The Worst Witch with me and Bergie Bear. So last time we joined Mildred, they'd just been told that they were going on holiday to Gloom Castle in Grim Cove, and Mildred was missing Tabby lots, so Enid had made her a Tabby Cat hot water bottle. So let's see what happened next. Chapter 5. Every so often, Mildred made secret trips to the kitchen in an attempt to visit her abandoned pet. However, the kitchen was always bustling with cooks and dinner ladies, and so far she had only caught one glimpse of Tabby. Looking rather thin and even more moth-eaten than usual, curled up on top of a tall cupboard in a dark corner. Here he is, looking very, very sorry for himself. Each time someone had noticed Mildred skulking in the shadows and shooed her away. Meanwhile, the holiday at Grim Cove loomed nearer. One morning, Miss Hardbroom strode into the classroom with a large box containing the swimwear so eagerly awaited by Mildred's class. Their spirits sank as Miss Hardbroom held up one of the costumes for their inspection. It was like one of those old-fashioned Victorian bathing costumes in black and grey stripes, with elbow-length sleeves and knee-length legs. Here it is. Look at that delightful piece of work. The school badge depicting a black cat on a yellow moon was embroidered across the chest, and to crown this outfit was a close-fitting black swimming hat. Miss Hardbroom narrowed her eyes as her glance darted around the room. "Well, girls," she said coldly, "I had hoped for slightly more enthusiasm for all of you. Miss Cackle has gone to considerable trouble and expense to kit you out with these superb garments. In fact, Miss Cackle has decided to join us for our exciting week on holiday. Isn't that wonderful? The remainder of the lesson will be spent making cards for Miss Cackle to thank her for your marvellous swimming outfits." A faint groan of general disappointment rumbled around the classroom like distant thunder, as they all heaved open their desk lids and rummaged around for their coloured pencils. That evening, the members of Form 2 all tried on their swimming costumes in the washroom before they got into their night clothes. Mildred's was slightly too large and rather baggy, and Maud's was unfortunately a little too tight, so that the school badge was stretched sideways across her front. Needless to say, Ethel's fitted like a glove and even managed to look quite smart. Here they are. What a trio. "I have 4 cups for swimming for the first school I attended," said Ethel. "We had a huge swimming pool there and I won cups for everything. Diving, life-saving, relay racing and broomstick water skiing." "Gosh," said Mildred. "What's broomstick water skiing?" "Don't you know anything, Mildred Hubble?" said Ethel in her infuriatingly superior tone. "It's easy peasy. You have skis on both feet, like ordinary skis. Then you tie a piece of rope to the back of your broom and off you zoom, holding onto the rope so a broomstick pulls you along like a boat." Here she is, telling Mildred how to do it. "We can have races at Grim Cove. Of course, I'll win, but it's jolly good fun, even for all the losers." Mildred wondered if she ought to confess to Maud that she couldn't swim, but it was so depressing constantly being hopeless at everything. She longed to say to everyone, "Oh yes, I'm brilliant at such and such. Let me help you," instead of spending her whole life desperately trying to memorise spells in the library and ending up in Miss Cackle's study explaining for the 100th time why something had gone wrong. Also brewing in the back of Mildred's mind, was a plan to kidnap Tabby, or to catnap Tabby, to take him from the kitchen and to smuggle him away on the holiday with them. Even if she got into the most awful trouble on their return, she felt it would be worth it to spend a whole week with her much-loved pet. And she really did want to enjoy the holiday, particularly as it was the result of the one thing she had actually done right, saving Mr. Rowan Webb, the kindly old magician, from a lifetime of frogdom. "Are you up to something, Mel?" asked Enid one evening at dinner. "Yes," said Maud. "You've got that far away, vague sort of look you get when you're thinking up some scheme or other." "What?" asked Mildred vaguely, glancing up from a ghastly-looking plate of grey stew with a slab of yellow cabbage in the middle. "I told you," said Enid. "She's up to something." "No, I'm not," said Mildred. "And I'm really starting to look forward to the holiday now. I think we're all going to have a very exciting time." "Not too exciting, Mildred," said Maud uneasily. "We don't want any trouble, do we?" But Mildred wasn't listening. She was busily working out the finer details of her plan to snatch Tabby 20 minutes before taking off on their broomsticks for the flight to Grim Cove. And that's the end of the chapter. And here is Mildred hatching her plan. And we'll find out next week what her plan is. All right, take care all. God bless. Bye.